Sun, Scorpio. So why are Scorpios so notorious and so sexy? For you Sun Scorpios, you have a charisma and sex appeal that comes from a kind of brooding intensity and darkness. Now, are Scorpios evil? Some of you Scorpios might consider yourselves to be evil. There are, of course, positive and negative traits you'll find in any astrology placement. So Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. The ancients believed it was ruled by Mars. The fighter, the warrior, is a fire, of course, and Scorpio is water. So when you combine the fire and the water, you get two very emotionally intense, fueled elements combined together. And what does it create? Chaos. No, not really. Scorpio is symbolized by a scorpion, but it is also symbolized by an eagle and by the phoenix. With every placement, you'll meet good Aquariuses, bad Aquariuses, good Libras, bad Libras. And that's because there are 3 tiers to each of the signs. The first tier to the Scorpio is the scorpion. And that is the part of a Scorpio that is the most basic, which is that when they feel like they're backed into a corner, when they feel that they are being attacked, they sting. That's their defense mechanism. When Scorpios rise above that level of fear, they rise to the next level, which is the eagle, which is soaring above and seeing the world below. Even though they are highly emotional, unlike an Aquarius, for instance, they are able to rise above and triumph. Now, the third tier to a Scorpio, the Scorpios that you have met that are amazing individuals. These are the kinds of people that help those around them, and they put their intensity towards good in the world. There's nothing bad you can say about these people. They are the phoenixes. This is a Scorpio that has had a lot of trauma in their lives, because all Scorpios do have trauma in their lives, actually. It's part of what they're here for. They have not only risen above it, but they seek to help others, and they use their power for transformation in themselves as well as others. It's like the old saying, if you want to change the world, change yourself. And that is the life of a Scorpio. So in honor of Scorpio, I often like to wear kind of outfits that represent whatever video I'm going to do for the day. So today I have my bracelet that has spikes, which to me symbolizes the scorpion. And then I've got a necklace that is the chain, which represents the eagle, letting go of the binds of the earth. And then the earrings that I'm wearing are wings and symbolize the phoenix rising out of the ashes. The reason that we're all attracted to Scorpios is because we feel the intensity of what they are, which is a fearlessness that they are facing. Now, all of them have not conquered that fearlessness, but they are all looking it, staring it down, deciding who's going to win. That's why you might meet a Scorpio that is really vicious and attacks, and then you'll meet another one who is very, very kind and generous and warm. So why are Scorpios so sexy? They are staring down fear. And there's a part of all of us that wants to run away from fear, but there's another part that enjoys watching others that will dive in. That's why we like action films. That's why we like films that show severe situations where people are in peril and see the heroes rise above. That's what a Scorpio is here to do. They're here to conquer their demons and triumph. Good luck to you, Scorpios. Scorpio rules the sex organs. No more I'm going to say about that one. A Scorpio is a fixed sign, so you can think of it as ice, because it's water, and a fixed water is ice. Another thing that's really interesting about a Scorpio is that when you look at the whole astrology chart, there's the first 6 and then the last 6. The first 6, starting with Aries and ending with Virgo, are self. The last 6 are other. Now the first of the other is Libra. Then after Libra is Scorpio. Now Libra is interested in other, but it's a heady version. It's a intellectualized idea of other. But Scorpio is the first sign in the astrology chart that opens their emotions truly up to the other. And what is the other? Well, it's anyone that is not you. It could be your family, it could be your loved one, it could be the world at large. Does this mean that other sun signs are not at all open to others? No, of course not. But it just means that Scorpio has a knowledge that the other can destroy them, and yet Scorpio is going to open their heart completely. That's what they're so afraid of, and that's also what's so sexy about them, is that when they devote themselves to something or someone, they devote themselves completely, and they have full knowledge that this could destroy them. They know that love can destroy them. Yikes. If you imagine the different signs as parts of a house, like a big castle, Scorpio would probably be the bathroom or the basement, because the way that they're going to get to truth is by getting into the muck. Ugh. The way Virgo gets to the truth is that they find the perfection in everything. The way that Scorpio finds the truth is that they find the darkness about everything. They want to go through the trash and see what's there. This is why Scorpios make for great actors, because they're emotionally willing to go there. There's a phrase, where angels fear to tread. Now, while a sign like an Aries is going to go towards where the angels fear to tread, they don't really know that they shouldn't go. There's a naivete to it and an excitement. But a Scorpio knows what to be afraid of, and yet they head towards it anyway. That's why they are a very courageous sign. However, there are Scorpios that delve into the dark areas, not just into the darkness of the world, but really delve into the darkness of themselves and want to stay there. These are the Scorpios that are the scorpion. And beware, because they will try to destroy you. Yeah, they will throw things at you, they will scream at you, they will try to tear you apart. Why? Because Scorpios are tearing themselves apart. You can call them sadistic, but let's just say there's nothing that a Scorpion is going to do to you that they haven't already done to themselves. And then there are the Phoenixes, and these are people that you want in your life. These are people that if you are going through death or some kind of transformation, some kind of upheaval at the end of a relationship, amazing realization in your life, this is the kind of person you want around you, because they're going to help you to make sense of everything and give you a new center. They're not going to tell you everything's okay, because why would a Scorpio ever do that? But they will make you feel like there's a reason for why things had to happen. Like they say, everything happens for a reason. And Scorpios don't always want to believe that, but Phoenix Scorpios do. They are some of the most optimistic, spiritual people you will ever meet. We all think that we make ourselves available in relationships and with our loved ones, and we probably do as much as we can. But a Scorpio knows what real true self-sacrifice is, and they're terrified to do it. But they know that when they really fall in love, they're going to do it. It's just what a Scorpio does. Scorpios in relationships are very devoted. Typically, they are more of a one kind of relationship person. They're a fixed sign, so once they set their mind to something, they usually like to stick with it. Scorpio put in the position of the sun, which is your sun sign, your ego, is sort of an upside down, because Scorpio is the darkness, it's the depth of what's under, and the sun is the brightness, it is the light, it is the energy. What you have is you have a Scorpio tries to take all of the darkness and put it to light. They want to shine a light on everything. So a Scorpio might say something totally inappropriate at a party because they just have to speak the truth, because they want to shine a light on the darkness. The darkness could be something about abuse, something about neglect, something that is just not bright and shiny and beautiful. It could be about sex or taboos. Scorpio wants to shine a light on that. That's why they make for great artists, investigators, detectives, researchers. They also have a great intensity once they set their mind to something. And it's not really their mind. A Scorpio is so emotional that they set their emotions to something. There's no way for a Scorpio to hold back any emotion. They're all or nothing. So when a Scorpio takes on a project, asks himself a question, the investigator part of them has to know everything. Scorpios like that people are afraid of them. Scorpios like that they can attract with magnetism when they don't even have to speak. Scorpios like that they change the world just by their presence and by their point of view. A lot of Scorpios in their life are going to have trauma. I think this comes from the fact that their life mission is to learn of self-sacrifice. complete and utter destruction and rebirth of self. Regeneration, rebirth, transformation. What does this mean? It means that you can have spiritual experience, maybe it's death or religion, something where you think you know who you are. And then this event happens, and from that moment on, you are a completely new person. Everything about your belief system is just like your eyes are open. And that's transformation. You're here to experience great transformation. Scorpios have this dynamic swing back and forth of selfishness and selflessness. Through their life, as they try to become that phoenix, they will learn a good balance. Selflessness doesn't mean that you just give everything to anyone that comes your way, because if that happens, it just wouldn't work, because people would take advantage of that. But it means that you learn the balance of selfish versus selflessness. You really learn how to truly help people as well as yourself. I've had a lot of experience with Scorpios. I have 3 sisters that are Scorpio Sun, as well as a father that's a Scorpio Sun, and a grandma who's a Scorpio Sun. I do find Scorpios quite fascinating, but that really just makes me one of the fan club, right? All right, Scorpios, hope that this was helpful, and put your comments below, and can't wait to see you for the next video.